Guys, they said Ebony's family humbled themselves before the great king as they beg for forgiveness of the for the king to forgive their daughter with Irukere. According to what we are hearing, they said this in Yoruba culture, this Irukere is a powerful tool of authority, respect, and spiritual cleansing, not typically used to beg, but rather to signify leadership and confer blessings. When a person presents a king with an Irukere, or when a king uses it, it represents the embodiment of power and dignity, emphasizing their elevated status and ability to confer goodwill and drive away misfortune. To beg a king would involve a different act, likely an act of prostration or a gift, not the presentation of the royal symbol. The Irukel is carried out by kings, chiefs, and priests as a visible sign of their high status, power, and dignity within the Yoruba community. It is also a tool for spiritual invocation and purification. Priest uses it to bless people, places, and things, linking the spiritual and physical realm. The Irukel is believed to drive away evil forces and keep misfortune at bay, making it a significant cultural artifact in ceremonies. In public appearances, the king uses Irukere to confer goodwill and blessings upon the subject rather than to receive them. Begging is an act of submission to receive something, whereas the Irukere signifies the power and ability to give blessings and commands. The act of a king or chief wielding the Irukele is a manifestation of their high position and the respect they command, not an act of seeking favor from another. A person wishing to appeal to a king's favor would typically prostrate before them, offer gifts, or make a humble appeal, not to present a royal symbol. Guys, from what we read here, you could see that these people they have a mission. Although, according to them, they said whenever you use that Irukere to want to appease or beg for forgiveness, according to them, but from what I heard and from what you read, it is somehow different. They said it simply means that they humble themselves before the king, that they submit themselves before the king, that they are not challenging the king in any way. That is what they said. The elders from Ebony's family told the king when they came with that Irukere to ask for forgiveness on behalf of their daughter and their family if there's any way they have offended the great lion. So, but a lot of people are saying that the essence of that coming to beg for forgiveness is not that they are sincerely sorry, but they are afraid of that Arun Okonkon. Yes, because right now they said that Arun Okonkon, the from the inquiries they have made so far, those people that are suffering the sickness right now might not be the only ones. Maybe the gods are taking their time to do it one after the other. So when this information spread like wildfire in the land, they said people became afraid, especially those who have been involved in driving the jewel away from her home, that they are now restless. So maybe that's the essence of these people going to beg the king. Or maybe because they have seen that the king is very serious about this whole issue. He is very serious about continuing with that Ituwase. Some people are saying, Ebony was seen with the king. Ebony represented the king. This, that. Yes, on that representation, where Ebony represented the king in Ibadan during coronation of Olu of Ibadan. And that period, the king was inside seclusion, was in for seclusion. So we are getting an information that before the king entered into seclusion, that he have told Blo Blo to go and represent him. But initially, based on their schedule, Ebony is supposed to go. But due to the situation of things between the king and the Ebony, they said Ebony have told Blo Blo that he wants her to go there and represent him. But they said Ebony's family, the ruling house, you know that both of them came from the ruling house. The elders had a meeting. Elders from Ebony's home and Blow's home. They had a meeting. After the meeting, maybe Ebony must have run to them to go and cry to them that the king is no longer sending her for representation. And the one that she's supposed to go, it has been given to Blow. And Blow accepted, even when she knows that it is Ebony who is supposed to go. See, if Blow did not accept, one, the king will not be happy. Two, the king will still send another person, not Ebony, not Blow. And at this point, the king will start seeing Blow as working with Ebony and their family. So nobody will blame Blow if she decided to accept going to represent the king when it is Ebony's turn. So that is how they said her family, their families, they had a meeting. After the meeting, they decided that Ebony will be the one to go. Yes, the king have given order, but the king is not there. And Blow should step down for Ebony. And they said that did not go well. Ebony was not happy because one, she wanted to go. Two, they have shown her that that Ebony is more important than her in that palace. Because a lot of them believe that Ebony have more chances than Blow in the house because Ebony already have a son for the king, while Blow does not have anyone. So, if there's anyone who might last longer in the palace and whose reign will continue in the palace, it's going to be Ebony. Maybe that's why they decided to support Ebony. Or maybe because Blow is no longer working with them. Because there was a time they were giving their full support to Blow. During that time that Blow was doing all what she liked and all of that. So, now when the king came out of seclusion and find out that it was Blow, it was Ebony who represented him, they said the king was not happy. But the deed had been done. So with all of that, they decided to go and beg because they said the king blasted them big time, telling them that they don't have such rights. That Ebony is causing him so much headache in that palace. At some point, they said the king even said he regrets ever accepting Ebony back when she came back with her daughter from that man that she ran off to. So now that these people have come up with this idea of going to beg, telling the king that they are ready to submit totally, this, that, a lot of people are saying that they are doing it because they don't want the king to continue with the Tuase. Or they are doing it because of that Aaron Okunkun sickness that is trending right now in the land. That is what we are hearing, if the information is true. But to me, I don't think Ebony will ever change. But if she changes, that is good. So that is what we're hearing if the information is true. But don't forget, they're all alleged, unverified information making rise on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact unless you verify them. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Love you guys.